You're getting married. What to say before and after you say I do. This is the next series, the Survival Guide, RJ Patterson Group, on your ascent to prosperity. I remember when I was getting married and all of the emotions and the feelings that I was going through on planning and actually the day of and even after. So there's a lot of things to consider, and we're going to be going into some of those tips that you can utilize when you're going through the same process. Another topic covered in this white paper is merging your finances. And there's some few things to consider with that, particularly if you're going to change your name. You have to contact the Social Security office to change your name. A lot of times I've had clients come in where they have stock certificates that are in their maiden name and you can't deposit those. So make sure that if you're merging your finances, that you're going through a step-by-step process. But one thing to consider is kind of the 4 different ways that you can set up this merger of sorts. And the first one is just merge everything, one joint account, pay bills accordingly. Now, this is really good for couples that come with the same amount of assets and the same amount of salary and things like that. You just merge it and pay it out of one account. The second one is how my wife and I operated, where we have a joint account and then we have our own separate individual accounts, which allows you to pay all the family bills out of the joint account. But on the individual accounts, you can go ahead and spend money on those hobbies that are dear to you and make you happy. The third one is where you have a couple that has a disparity in income. For example, if one individual makes 70% of the income, they'll have a joint account and they'll put 70% in that joint account, and the person that has the lower 30% will just put in 30% of their income. So proportionally, they provided that joint account. Lastly is one where you keep everything separate, and you have 2 separate accounts and you assign the bills to the separate individual and you completely run it separate. Survival Guide, You're Married, What to Say Before and After You Say I Do, has a lot of information and a lot of tips, tricks, and different things you can do as you're planning to get married, when you get married, and after you get married. I encourage you to call our team and ask for the Survival Guide and we can send it to you. In addition, you can log in the website. You can go ahead and download that information as well. And remember, live for today and save for tomorrow.